checkup, see how things are going. I don't remember if it's a good or bad checkup. It doesn't really matter. It's just a harsh reminder that our lives revolve around this stupid disease. And so it tends to put my wife and me in a funk every time we go to these checkups. And so we were leaving the doctor's office. We ran into a dear friend of ours, this godly woman. She could tell that we were having a hard time. And so kind of as a distraction, she was like, tell me more about Sam's diabetes. I don't understand much about it. So we kind of flipped on the autopilot, started rattling off all these statistics we've learned over the 14 years that Sam's had this illness. And somewhere along the way, she interrupted me and she was like, you know what? We are going to pray for a healing. Now, that ticked me off. I mean, I didn't tell her it ticked me off. I'm not a jerk. I just put my little church face on. I was like, God is good. All the time.
Sorry.
What I wanted to do is grab her by the shoulder and say, what a novel concept that a father might pray that his son be healed. That has never crossed my mind. Thank you for showing me the way. From this point on, I'll be Dad of the Year. Hallelujah. I was having a bad day. I feel like I've spent every second of the last 14 years praying that my son would be healed. And I don't know what the thorn in Paul's flesh was, but sometimes I think mine is knowing that God can heal him, but he won't. And that can make for some pretty bad days. Days when I doubt, I get angry, I question everything, I'm overwhelmed with anxiety. But the one thing that at least allows me to sleep okay at night is being reminded that my relationship with Christ has never been based on how I feel.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because if it did, I better die on a good day. Man, I think if we're honest, we've all been there at some point in our lives. Where the bottom falls out from under us. When nothing seems to go our way. You know what? It's okay. He's got pretty broad shoulders last time I checked. And I always say that, man, there's going to be a million times when I forget who I am in Christ, but thank God he has never forgotten me. Yeah. And so, this song was written not as an excuse to say that I've been dealt a bad hand and God overlooked us. It has nothing to do with that. This song is a reminder that on my worst possible day, if God went silent, never did another amazing thing in my life, he's still my greatest hope.
Yep. Yep.
There's so many nights when I stand on stages like this, and the last thing I want to do is this. Act like a professional Christian, like I'm supposed to have it all together, because most of the time I don't. But every once in a while it would be nice to be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego standing in front of the fiery furnace when they're like, I know that God can deliver us, but even if he does not, I'm still not going to bow, I'm not going to surrender because he's worth it. I want to be like those dudes every once in a while. But most of the time I'm not. And it's okay. So this song is not me having it all together. It's not me being super brave and going, yep, I figured it out. Because man, I haven't yet. This is a reminder for me. I've been married for 20 years. I got 5 kids. My middle son, Charlie, God bless him, he's just like me. He's incredibly handsome. Hey now. He's got severe ADHD like his dad does. So he's telling me one night, Dad, I think I know why you do what you do for a living. I was like, this ought to be good. He said, because if you didn't sing about it every night, you'd forget. Touché. So consider this my daily reminder. This song goes out to anyone out there who's ever had a bad day.